New Hampshire, a place with endless opportunities to live free and blaze your own trail. Trails that connect, that intertwine, that lead. A place for new experiences, for new challenges, for climbing higher and higher. Come to New Hampshire, a place that's more than what it seems. At the cutting edge of high-paying jobs and technology, advanced manufacturing, healthcare, and more. With low taxes, unparalleled natural beauty, and proximity to Boston and the world. It's a place to start or accelerate your career, where you'll truly find that work-life balance. A place to be free and live your dreams. New Hampshire, a place to call your own.
Absolutely booming. People have choices, and 2020 is making them drive them to those decisions. I mean, everyone is finally saying, look, we're going to come up to a place like New Hampshire and have that connectivity, that great quality of life, schools and safety. Young families are finally realizing, why pay all this money for that quality of life when we can still be connected, but be in a place like New Hampshire where they're not hitting us with taxes, the government doesn't get in our way, it's a government that promotes business, not fights it.
Michael Young. I'm the recruiting manager for Solution Health. Solution Health is a partnership between Elliott Health System and Southern New Hampshire Health out of Nashua. This partnership was created to expand the reach of healthcare that we provide within New Hampshire. And one of the things that I like to talk about when I'm reaching out to candidates about this area is that New England is really one of the few, if not the only part of the country where folks can come here And say in the morning, you're skiing up north in the mountains, and then in the afternoon, maybe you're riding bikes in shorts, somewhere a little bit south. So, of course, being close, having close proximity to the mountains, the oceans, overall, it's just a great place to live. Education, of course, is very good out here in the Northeast, and so we have a lot of things that attract applicants out this way. One of the things I did not think of prior to joining healthcare was the wide range of opportunities that you could pursue within healthcare. Of course, most people think about nursing or becoming a doctor, but within a hospital, you have electricians, you need folks to do the groundskeeping, there's plumbers, there's cooks, there's dietary, there's IT and computer systems. So there's a very wide gamut of different things you could do within healthcare. And then you could take that even a step further when you look at inpatient versus outpatient. So we need nurses on both sides, inpatient to do more bedside care, and then on the outpatient side, which is more phone triage and doing things maybe through video like we are here. So even within the same sector, say nursing, the type of work that folks are doing can be very, very different. What we're finding is that the need for folks to join healthcare is greater than ever. Prior to COVID, it was already a very urgent situation because you have a lot of the workforce is retiring and moving on, and the patients that we're serving are living a lot longer than they ever have historically. And so what that means is the need to provide care is growing exponentially. And then you throw something like COVID in the mix, and now it's a very urgent situation where we need people more than ever. So we're doing a lot more career fairs. Of course, now they're typically more virtual than they were in the past. I've heard of companies doing drive-through career fairs. So what's happening now is requiring us to get a lot more creative and reach out to candidates a lot more about the different opportunities that we have. Because of course, everyone in healthcare is feeling the same pains we are. So it's gotten harder than it was due to all these other factors that are at play. So one of the things I love talking about within healthcare are the career progression opportunities. For example, a lot of folks start as a patient service rep, which is the person that checks you in to the doctor's office. Typically entry level requires customer service skills, some computer skills. You don't really need a ton of healthcare experience. Of course, if you do know the terminology and things like that, it's helpful, but it's not required. We've seen folks come on board as a patient service rep. They get promoted to, say, a practice coordinator where they're working very closely with the practice manager. So not necessarily overseeing the office, but they might be doing some of the things behind the scenes to assist that practice manager. And then from there, the next step is actually leading an office, and that's a practice manager. And then you may become a practice manager too, where you're managing multiple offices and multiple different staff. And so we've seen people who, through the course of say 3 to 5 years, start very entry level, but over time they climb the ranks quite quickly. And then we've seen folks even at the director level that started at positions much further behind that. So a lot of the positions we fill at the senior level typically are promoted from within. So that's one of the things I love about healthcare, specifically Elliott and Southern New Hampshire Health, is that they love promoting from within. One of the things we did recently was we created a new position called Director of Development. And this person's main focus is to work with our existing staff that we already have that have the desire and the education, the knowledge to go and take on more. And so this person works with them very closely to find out maybe what skills are they lacking. They recommend classes through the Elliott University that these employees can take to then become a much more viable candidate to move up within the health system. I've lived here my whole life, and I've got 2 little ones in the schools. The community that we formed with peers and coworkers is very helpful during a time like this where no one really knows how to do online training. All of a sudden we had to become teachers overnight. And so depending on each other, the flexibility with both Southern and Elliott to understand that things are different. And now they, in fact, encourage remote work. Obviously it's more of it's partly a safety issue, but partly knowing that we have other responsibilities now. And our part-time job is now online teacher. So that's been very helpful and of course appreciative of the staff, we've been loving it so far. So thanks again for the opportunity to speak to healthcare, specifically Solution Health and Elliott and Southern. It's a very new partnership. It's evolving and changing, so there's lots more to come, and you'll see a lot more with the Solution Health initiatives going forward as we expand on advertising and getting the word out on what this entails. Thanks again. I really appreciate it. All the best.
Hello, I'm Patrick Rees, the Director of Talent Acquisition at Dartmouth Hitchcock Health. We have a ton of opportunities up here in New Hampshire's Upper Valley as the leading academic hospital and research facility in the state. Our opportunities for nursing professionals, physicians, as well as allied health and business functional areas are plentiful. If you're a job seeker and you're interested in exploring opportunities at Dartmouth Hitchcock Health, one thing to keep in mind is that we're a system. So while we have our main facility up in Lebanon, New Hampshire in the Upper Valley, which gives a great proximity to Vermont and New Hampshire in the northern parts of the state, we have a very significant presence throughout the entire Granite State. Certainly Cheshire Memorial down in Keene. We have community group practices in Manchester, Nashua, and Concord. And we also have clinics throughout those same metropolitan areas. So our footprint is rather large. So you don't need to just focus on Lebanon, as our opportunities are plentiful throughout the state. We have several jobs. Usually at any given time, we have up to 1,000 positions. Usually, when we have look at our openings on a regular basis over time, it's certainly in the upper hundreds, to around the 1,000 mark. So, given our presence in the southern part of the state, that opens up the aperture to have proximity to the seashore, and also to the metropolitan areas of New Hampshire. Positions range from a variety of practices. So whether you're in dermatology or whether you're in surgery, doing any kind of a specialty type of provider type of role. It could be working with pediatrics. It could be working with, certainly a lot of the work that happens in orthopedics. So if you think about some of the business functional areas, so that would be in marketing, could be in finance, it certainly could be in communications. Those types of positions, around operations, are certainly running all of our facilities. Those are very plentiful as well. I would say as a whole, New Hampshire has a lot of opportunities. That makes it more challenging for us in terms of competing for talent, but it also provides a lot more options and variety for job seekers, which is not a bad thing.
Hi, I'm Jan Kilfeather-Mackey. I'm the manager for talent acquisition for nursing at Dartmouth Hitchcock. We have tremendous opportunities for nurses. Whether you're an LNA, an LPN, or an RN, you can work in a variety of patient care settings. Not only that, we also have tremendous opportunities in both the leadership space, the research space, and if you want to specialize. We have incredible patient care teams, and you can be mentored to really reach your professional goals. If you want to explore our opportunities, whether it's become a new grad resident in our new grad nurse residency program, if you want to become a clinical leader in a team, whether it be in a unit or even in an ambulatory clinic. We do have a multitude of positions, professional positions. When we think about professional degrees, whether it be a master's, a PhD, and as Patrick mentioned, an MD or an APP, there are numerous opportunities in the clinics because we have so many opportunities in the ambulatory side, as well as the inpatient side. It also includes our allied health services like radiology and laboratory. Really, it is the gamut of healthcare opportunities here, whether it be at the AMC or at one of our system member hospitals, our critical care access hospitals. So for anyone looking to enter the healthcare field, especially given the current time, Dartmouth Hitchcock has opportunities you'll want to explore.
So we are, as a system, looking to partner with Catholic Medical Center, which is the Granite One health system, which includes Monadnock and Huggins Hospital as well. We're in the data gathering phase, and hope by later next year that we'll be able to confirm that.